Let's get it, everybody. Here we go. Tuesday, June 8th, CX World Games. We are in not the beginning, we are now in the middle of a very heavy, highly contested set of games and activities. What a joy it is to begin the week this Tuesday with an update from our founder, our organizer, Christopher Brooks, and then we're going to have the pleasure and privilege of interviewing team captain Jonathan Daniels. But first, let's go right to Christopher. Christopher, share some updates with us. We've got some great stories, I think, to tell, great updates, great things going on here. Tell the audience, which consists of current players, current participants, and those of you that are on the side listening, watching, you still have a chance to jump in. Let's hear from Christopher how you do so. Christopher, take it away.
Hi, Neil. Thanks so much. Thank you. And hi, Jonathan. Nice to see you again. Good to see you amongst the captains. So, yeah, quick update. We're now into our third week. We've just launched our third challenge, which has gone out to the players for a Rwandan charity called Resonate, which helps with women empowerment, which is a great charity, a fabulous lady there, Claire, and that came through one of our judges, actually, Jess Noble. So that's out. If we're on a third challenge, that can mean only one thing, that we've already had two challenges. And if we've had two challenges, that can only mean one thing. We've now had our first winner. So we were delighted to have some absolutely incredible entries for the first challenge, which was the Stress Management Society. Neil Shah, absolute legend, who's helping people who are really struggling with mental health, but his organization has a capacity issue, and the players were asked to kind of come up with an automated but kind of empathetic experience to help them manage their workloads. So they went in, and we had a really close call. All the judges, all the feedback's coming back to the team, so they'll get all the feedback. But the judges made a call in the end, and they gave two podium places to the CX Game Changers, led by none other than Jonathan Daniels. So that was one podium place. And then the call to CX Action, which is Matthias Gaddis Thompson, based in Argentina. His team also got a podium place. But the winner who just pipped them and wins the first challenge is Anika Bjork and her team of CX Heroes. So congratulations. All 7 teams. It's really close this year, really close. Some unbelievable entries that are coming in. And we've still got Neil to actually select his favourite choice. And from last year, we know that the challenger's favourite choice rarely matches that of the judges. So we might have another team winning in the first round. So that's off. Second entries for Love Not Lost have come in. I've started to look at a couple of them. I get a cheeky look because I'm not judging. Really emotive challenge, this one. And I think everyone's kind of taken it to their heart. So brilliant stuff coming in on that. So that's the challenges. We're off and running into our third. 5 in total. We're in Rwanda at the moment, so we're really excited to see what the teams do with that. On top of that, we're now at the point, we're in the middle of the games. We promised we'd launch the players' learning lectures. This was an opportunity for the playing community to take to the podium and share what they know with the other players. One thing we found last year was the players love learning during these games, and even kind of, you know, some of the seasoned players were picking up new techniques and stuff. So we thought we'd package that, and we've got 4 learning sessions coming up. Gustavo Imhoff is leading the first one. He's going to bring us a recollection of what it's like to lead a CX function, as he's done that previously. And then we've got some other stars. I'm going to forget them all, but Nate Brown's getting on the stage. Heidi Stone's getting on the stage. So we've got that coming up over the next 3 weeks or so. So they're going to happen on a Monday. We'll drop a note in the email to everyone. They will be available afterwards, but there's live Q&A. So it'd be great if players are able to drop in for sort of 45 minutes and catch that learning. It's just there for them. It won't be for others. So that's the big news. Second to that, we allowed the head judge, who this year is Professor Dr. Phil Klaus from the International University of Monaco, to launch their own individual challenge for the players. And Phil has chosen an academic paper that he had published and has been very well acclaimed, which presents a new model for customer experience. So this is a new framework for the future of customer experience and how things have evolved based on the research that him and other professors and academics have completed. He would like the individual players to take this rather spiky, academic, non-accessible document and convert it into a commercial offering you could put in front of a CEO. The winning player will get licensed with Phil to do that for real. So they'll be able to use that model and go out and present it to CEOs and organizations and encourage them to use this brand new method of customer experience. As well as that, Phil runs something called the Phil Klaus CX Institute, which has some brilliant certifications in customer experience. And there's level 1 and level 2. He will pay for someone to enroll and be certificated in his program as well. So we don't have a prize normally for players, but there it is. Phil has donated that. And I think if you can turn his academic stuff into a commercial proposition, then those of us who work in consultancy know that that's a really valuable asset to have. So yeah, very excited about that.
Wonderful. What other updates or additions do you want to share with the community?
I think just I'd like to say to the players who are actively competing, you are awesome. I'm getting such brilliant feedback from the captains about, they're just, to Nick Paul's phrase, they're buzzing this year. They're loving it. They're really enjoying the fact they're being stretched, they're being challenged. I'm sure Jonathan will come on to this. So thank you to all those players who are involved. To all of those who signed up but haven't taken part, it's not too late. And if you can just come in for an hour, build on someone else's idea, help do something very small, it makes big. You don't have to be all in all the time. We've got some really senior people playing, heads of customer experience functions. We've got MDs of organizations. They're in there, they're just doing their bit. So some of the teams, I'm sure Jonathan's the same, have got themselves really well organized. So actually you just come in, share your ideas and duck out. So please, if you have registered and you haven't actually played, get involved, join your team's next meeting, and just feel the love, get something back from it. It's not just about giving, you will get something back from it as well.
If someone is watching this that has not signed up, is not registered, they're just observing from the sidelines, are they still eligible to play and sign up, even though we're in the third round?
Without a doubt, we got 3, 4, 5 to go. Every keystroke, every sharing of an idea makes a difference. I'm sure Jonathan will come on to say this. It is the collective. Everyone's opinion and everyone's voice is equal. It doesn't matter if you've been doing this for 25 years or 2.5 years. Start your career, end of your career. You can all learn. You can all contribute. So yeah, if you're looking and saying, well, actually now I couldn't a couple of weeks ago, but now I can get involved. Dive in. Your team will welcome you with open arms, and before you know it, you'll kind of feel like you would never even missed the start of the games. You'll feel like you're part of it. So yeah, please sign up and get involved. We're getting players sign on every day still. So as soon as they come in, they get allocated to a team, and then the captains and the vice captains welcome them in, and they're off and running.
Perfect. So the message is executive summary. If you have signed up and you haven't contributed yet, it's okay. Don't feel bad. Join. Just get over the hump. Join. Jump in. It's not too late. Doesn't matter that we're in the third round. Jump in. You're needed. For those that are watching and a little bit of drool because they're envious because they're seeing the beautiful meal being prepared right in front of them, jump in. You can have a meal, but you got to jump in. You got to sign up. Join. You're still absolutely welcome. Perfect. And the final thing that I take away from Christopher is that not only are the participants actually giving of their time, their ideas, they have the opportunity to actually take and learn and absorb and be part of some really exciting movements in CX. The takeaways from this, certainly professionally speaking, just seem really, really forward thinking.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I learned when we did the LATAM games, and the entries 2 or 3 times. I learned so much from just reviewing the entries. It's just, it's continuous improvement. We work, we're always seeking better outcomes. So it means there's always better work to be done. And some of the, new people coming into CX, people coming from the discipline of continuous improvement and agile and service design, they've got brilliant ideas, and that's the lovely thing about CX. You're never ever precious about ideas. You will build on each other's ideas. So yeah, you can learn so much. You can learn so much by being a part of it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing the updates. You're certainly welcome to stick out here. I want to get to the co-captain in our midst here, Jonathan Daniels. It is a privilege to have you here together with us. I am familiar with your work. We have not yet had you on the Fireside Chats Without the Fires podcast, but you are a future guest. You just don't know it yet. We can't to hopefully have you on that and spend some time getting to know you. But for those that are in the games, that are on your team, that don't really know you yet, aren't familiar with your work, share a little bit quickly about who you are and what you've done in the CX field.
Yeah, definitely. Pleasure to be here. So I'm Jonathan Daniels. I co-founded CX Brussels, a network in Belgium where we encourage and support customer experience professionals to learn, share, and advance. I also founded CX Centric, so that is where we do coaching. We have a training offering, etc. We also have an international network of customer experience professionals, and we basically lead international interactive discussions regularly on a monthly basis, tackling different challenges in different sectors and in media, in retail, in finance, etc. So we're doing a lot, and my main focus is basically a customer experience coach, so helping organizations transition to becoming customer centric. That's the main sort of focus that I do on a daily basis.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us. And it's great to see that another important city in Europe is very well represented in the CX community. You're doing great work. Thank you. Thank you really for sharing that with us. Tell us a little bit about your experience thus far in the games. So we are now 2 full submissions in, now starting the 3rd round. What have you seen from your team so far? And just for reference, you are the captain of the CX Game Changer team. What about your team? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, the team, very diverse team from all over. We've got some from the UK, quite a few from America. We got from Malaysia. We got from Canada. A lot of different countries all together. Different levels of experience, different experiences in general from so much, but one thing they have is a lot of passion. So there's just a lot of good ideas coming through, a lot of good ideas that we're all putting together, brainstorming. Sometimes we're debating, sometimes we're challenging each other, but it's all for a good cause, all to get to the best result, basically. And yeah, this is what we are pushing for. So it's been really, really good so far. The team's very, very passionate, and we have a lot of fun together.
That's great. One final question before we let you go. Why do you do this? Why are you involved in the CX World Game? What do you get out of it? What makes this engaging for you?
Yeah, for me, I'm passionate about customer experience because I've noticed that when you put the customer at the center of what you do, and you start looking at the people aspect of your business, then basically it's good for business. It's good for everyone who's involved as well. It's basically a very profitable strategy. We're seeing that again and again. I mean, look at BlaBlaCar. That's one of the examples. They just completed a funding round of 115 million, and that was in April of this year. And their motto is the member is boss. So they don't even call the customer a customer; they call them a member. And yeah, the member is a boss. So you can see that this is a winning strategy. And I just want to transform organizations to get into this strategy because it's good for business, it's good for the well-being of customers, it's good for the well-being of employees as well. So I'm really happy about this initiative as well. The CX World Games, a good thing about it, what Launchtree have done is they're really focusing on challenges that really impact the community, impact the environment, positive stuff. And that really gets us going because we're like, yes, when we do this, it's going to really make a difference to people's lives. So that's really what sort of pushed me and motivates me to work hard in this challenge.
That's great to hear. Thank you for sharing that. Your team is lucky to have you as a captain. The games are lucky to have you as a participant and community member. Any parting words for whether they're members of your team or other teams or people that have just not joined the games yet? What do they have to look forward to if they finally say, yes, I'm going to do this, I'm going to join?
Yeah, members of the team, thank you for joining. Thank you for all the fun that we've been having, and thank you for what we've been learning so far. For those, if you haven't joined yet, okay, you might not have joined for whichever reason, but now you've heard this conversation, I will just let you know that this is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to meet new people. It's an opportunity to really explore and to train yourself as well. There's just so many great customer experience professionals who are all involved, all sharing and flexing their muscles, and you can join in and you can basically learn from them. So it's really something fantastic. I really recommend it. And on top of that, it's for a good cause as well. The challenges that we are tackling are challenges that really help to improve people's lives. So a lot of charity work, a lot of not-for-profit work. So it's really good, to be honest. I really encourage you to join in.
Thank you. So you heard it, audience. Those that have not jumped in, come and flex your CX muscles. Come join, help out good causes. We are really happy to have had you, Jonathan. Thank you. You are the captain, once again, of the CX Game Changer team. We wish you luck. We're going to be following you. We're cheering you on. We know you're going to do well. We want to see you on that podium more and more and more, and finally start to take some of these submission rounds. Best of luck to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you too.